wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first down throw for Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to make the sack. Comes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
47.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Dallas Cowboys, they're 7-5 now and really playing energized football these last few weeks. How much of this has to do with Amari Cooper? I mean, you look at the win against New Orleans, they just looked dominant.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? And you go back to Thanksgiving night against Washington, Amari Cooper was dominant himself. He is a part of it and a good part of it, but to me it's still Ezekiel Elliott really being activated as a ball carrier, and that allows Dak Prescott to throw off a play action and be much more effective.
And now it's 7-5, leading their division. You mentioned the win over Washington. It's a 4-game win streak after the victory against the Saints. They'll set up the screen to Elliott, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Here we go, 46. Switch, and hey.
Prescott from the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run with Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. It's a keeper with Prescott. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Here we go.
They'll run it with Elliott, and he'll get in. Taking it in, and the Cowboys are in for 6. Now the try here for the extra point. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Cooper on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
And got his man complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. 58 yards. On the counter, Elliott. He takes this down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Prescott now on second down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And even zip, they said, we'll go for two, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott rolling to his left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Swing to the pit, right. To the right. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set.
Here we go, 46.
To him down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll give to Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
There we go. Wide in. It's coming now. 26.
Prescott off play action. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
26.
On play action, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys are in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Out is the kickoff on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
He's going to rifle one deep left. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jamize Olawale, 38 yards. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here's Lewis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Under. Switch it there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. The 20. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Now for the point after. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here's Lewis. And he'll take the line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Prescott on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jamize Olawale with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's incomplete. Jamize Olawale there to make the play in coverage.
Well, with that incompletion, let's have a little fun and give a shout-out to the latest 1,000-yard rusher in the NFL, Tom Brady. Only took him 19 years, but he got there.
Did you really have to go snarky there on Tom Brady, getting 19 years to get to 1,000
Hey,
yards?
we praise him on everything, the incredible career, but Man, 19 years for 1,000 yards, that's something.
What I really enjoyed was how he celebrated it. When he got there, giving the first down signal like he was Cam Newton or someone, I think even he understood, all right, 1,000 yards for me, this is kind of funny.
Yeah, he had a big smile on his face. Also, he did tie Brett Favre for third all-time in passing touchdowns with 508.
Not to mention, he did it in another Patriots win.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. You go 46, 46.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Here we go. Slide in.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Here we go. Slide in.
Now Elliott. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but for him to make an impact on this game.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jamize Olawale with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Now the extra point. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And out now come the Cowboys. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
Here we go, 46. Here we go.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
46. Gun. 46.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And the pressure gets to him again. Taco Charlton in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with.
Urged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. First down, Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Now Prescott. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on first down, second down, third down, all three incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily
This is caught inside the 15. And he's way down into Dallas territory. Even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
We're going 47. 26.
They go to Elliott again. Trucks over it. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Well, as the play call comes in on third down, you have to think about four-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Prescott now. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And next and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. He was waving his arms, wanted a football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Done.
Throwing here, Prescott. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation, because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. To the air again, Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And now another one thrown incomplete. Man, a tough spot to drop that down here, third and goal.
And so many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply hit, and he tightens up and doesn't complete the play.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
There we go. Wide, 80. There we go, 47. 46.
Play action now. Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 64 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And oh, my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 4-8.
Here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jeff Swaim, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough.
Here we go. Wide eight. Gun. 26.
Off play. Throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's third down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Wide eight. 26.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Detroit! Right there. 54 Mike.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. From the gun on third down. Rush. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
To throw on second down. Rush. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're...
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Big D.